Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dinner and a Show on the road. I'm Brian. I'm just going to wait a little bit for my windows to defrost before I drive so I can be safe out on the road. I just finished watching the first, at least for me, the first film I watched for the year 2018 that was released in 2018. Technically, the first one was like The Greatest Showman, but that was released in 2017 December. So I watched Maze Runner: The Death Cure. I've watched the other two Maze Runners before, and I thought they were always okay, but and the second one was really dumb. I did not like that movie. But I thought, hey, what the heck, I'll just finish it off, why stop now? So, here it is. I finished the series with the Scorched Trial, or not the Scorched Trials, wow, that was the second one, The Death Cure. So, it's kind of funny. I paid so little attention to the series that I forgot most of the characters. They had to be spoken to me, so I think Thomas is the main character, and Teresa is the main girl character. And then you have a few other characters like, I think Nino. He's the Asian dude that gets captured in the second one. And then you have Newt, who's the best friend of Thomas. And then you have a few bad guys under the corporation Wicked. So yeah, this is going to be interesting because it's been years since I watched any of them, and I've only watched the movies once. So basically in this movie, Thomas is doing exactly what what he set out to do for the last movie. Rescue his friend Mina, who was captured by Wicked from the end of the last movie, The Scorched Trials. It's a dystopian world where everyone that's infected is a zombie. It's basically a zombie movie, except it's not as bad as most zombie movies are, where the entire town except a few people, or the entire world except for a few people, are infected. There's a good 3-to-1 ratio of people infected versus healthy. So it's bad, but not as bad as most apocalyptic world scenarios are. But yeah, Wicked's trying to find a cure, but they're doing it in a very unethical way, and Thomas is trying to save his friend from death because Wicked is most likely going to kill him. So he gets a few friends over. He meets an unexpected frenemy. I forget his name, like Galad or something like that. But yeah, they are about to be. They're going to try and enter the last city standing, the headquarters to Wicked, and try and rescue their friend. All the while, they may need the help of Teresa, who betrayed them in the last movie, to try and find a cure under Wicked's banner. So, yeah, that is happening. What did I think of the movie? I thought it was fun. Better than the second one, at least. Yeah, because the second one was kind of weird and dumb. I wasn't expecting a zombie movie in that one. At least for this one, they did not have a lot of zombies. I mean, they had zombies, but, it wasn't a main precedent like the second one. It was more, I guess, character-driven in a way. You also have cooler action scenes. I liked the action scenes a lot in this movie, especially the opening scene where they basically lift a train cart and separate it from the other train tracks. That was pretty cool. I was like, nice. Kind of reminded me of Mad Max or Fast and Furious, one of those two. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, there's a lot of shaky cam, and that's always annoying. I hate that. I think the first time I noticed that style being prevalent, and I know that this isn't the very first film to utilize it, but everyone kind of, and that's when I started noticing the criticism for it, was The Hunger Games. that movie seriously had a ton of shaky cam, and this one would rival it, especially in the running scenes, the action scenes, where there's a lot of tension and fast-paced moments. That was kind of, or that very annoying, especially when they're like in the medical bay trying to rescue their friend, and all you see is just the camera shaking around as our heroes are running around. Bad guys were cool, or okay, I guess. The female doctor, man, I probably should have looked at the cast at least before I started this review, but it just kind of shows this wasn't a very memorable series for me. So you can kind of tell where I'm going at with the rating. She seemed like the more compassionate person, more willing to, find a more ethical solution, but, she was willing to do what it takes. But it was the guy, and I forget his name, he had like a really bland name. But he was the main, security dude, one of the head guys there. He was kind of psychopathic towards the end, but he was the one that he would resort to violence very quickly. Yes, they were fun. The guy was a pretty awesome villain, at least for the series. A bigger threat than both of them. Teresa was kind of confusing. I didn't really understand her. I guess I understand that she thought that Wicked was the best solution to find a cure, but she betrayed her friends, and that kind of sucks, and I don't know why, and then throughout the movie it's just, I don't know what she's thinking, so it's just kind of weird. Music was bland. Editing was weird sometimes, just didn't let a lot of emotional scenes play out, they just kind of cut things a little short. Not sure why. But, yeah, I think this movie was alright. I mean, for January movies, it wasn't so bad. I mean, January is usually kind of like the dump heap, but, with Paddington 2 and a few leftovers from December, I mean, it's actually a pretty healthy January. And The Maze Runner is not a terrible movie, to say the least. Definitely not the worst thing ever. If you like the series, then you'll probably enjoy it. I just, thought that there are other better dystopian society movies where zombies are running amok, and one guy is the cure for everything because his blood seems to work. Kind of reminds me of I Am Legend. Kind of reminds me of 28 Days Later. Just a lot of zombie movies that have been done before. And I just, recently watched Shaun of the Dead for the first time, and I love Zombieland, and those are the comedic ones. I love those type of movies, because zombies you can't really take seriously. It's, they're a bunch of lumbering corpses. It's kind of funny. Anyway, kind of rambling on. Movie is fine, a few decent action scenes, set pieces, not too bad. I'll give this film a wave. I wouldn't waste my money on watching it in theaters. Luckily, I used a movie pass, so my movie was technically free. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of just bland. The series is forgettable, and I'll forget this movie pretty quickly. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Anyway, can't wait till next week, though, because that is Black Panther, and I've heard only great things about it. Until next time, I'm Brian, and I will see you at the movies.